going to have a word with him after the match. Pull him to one side. Alright, we're back at it. This week's match, I suppose, in real terms, is against Ferrol. And Ferrol are second in the league behind Salamanca. So it's third versus second. It should be a pretty interesting match. It's away from home, but the report said they didn't like the 4-2-3-1. They were susceptible to it. They've lost a lot of games to that formation. So we've gone with that formation today. It's pretty much first choice players across the board. Borges comes back in. Let's just have a little recap about the last couple of games that I've played through. Both wins. First of all, a 4-0 dismantling of Zamora. Bovey missed a penalty. Kiko scored first. Bovey missed a penalty, then scored a penalty. 2 penalties again in the match. I think this is probably a beta issue. A lot of penalties getting given away, almost at least every match usually. Bergantinos scored, the experienced centre back. He was on an 8.4 that match. I think he might have been. Was he man of the match? Maybe. Saponjic, he closed the door on any potential comeback with a goal in 61 minutes. They actually got a goal disallowed, denied by the linesman. After that, 1-0. It's a bit of a let-off, really. Pontevedra was at the bottom of the league. We did play quite a heavily rotated team, as you can see here. Ross coming in for his debut. Doyle, who's on loan from Man City, he came in for his first start, I think, of the season. It was 1-0. A goal by Gonzalez on 3 minutes, actually assisted by Doyle, so that was nice to see. And then, there wasn't really anything to report after that. They had 3 shots, 2 off target, 1 on target. Actually, if we go back and look, the previous match, I don't think they even got 1 shot on target at all, which you love to see. Yeah, they had 1 shot and it was off target. We actually hit the woodwork, I think, 3 times. Was it this match? It might have been the other match, actually. Saponjic hit the bar and the post, and I think someone else hit the post as well. Yeah, here we go. So Saponjic hit the woodwork, Galan hit the woodwork, and Saponjic hit the woodwork. I don't think he was on the line. That's a bit weird. So 2 good. Well, there are wins. That was a good result. That should have been better, but considering we were playing a depleted team, I'm not going to complain. One thing I'm going to complain about, though, I've just found, is this. A bank loan for £32 million. Well, that's what's remaining. The loan was for 41 million, the remaining is 32 million, and we're due to pay that off at 2032. So 12 years we're going to be paying off that loan. Let's see if we can turn our fortunes around, get promoted. We should be in La Liga, or the first division as they call it in this for now. Hopefully well before then, and hopefully with the kind of sponsorship and TV revenues, and I would have thought we'd be winning the league and challenging for European titles by then. We should be able to pay that off early, I would really hope. The projections don't look very good at the moment either, especially the profit and loss. We're expecting to be losing money fairly quickly, and our projections for our balance are going to be down year on year. So let's try and turn that around. I think we can do it. Like I said, promotion this year should be fairly. I thought it was going to be easy, but I mean, we're not walking the league. We've only played 6 matches. We've lost 1 and drawn 1. I think I might be being a bit dramatic there. The other thing to note, actually, Carlos Abada's been coming under some scrutiny from the press. In the press conference before this match we're about to play, they were talking about how he's going to respond. He's under pressure. He's not performing very well. I don't think that's quite fair. He's had 3 clean sheets and conceded 4 goals in 6 matches, and one of those was a 3-2 loss. So I don't think he's doing terribly. I mean, he's serviceable for this level. Maybe he won't see the team next league. Who knows? We'll get into it with Ferrol anyway. Hopefully, this is like I suppose it's a bit of an early season 6-pointer, isn't it? So we'll see what we can do. I have also actually been looking at centre backs, because while Alex Bergantinos is our best centre back, he is 35 years old. So we either move Agbo back out of midfield into centre back, which has slightly weakened it, which weakened the midfield and the centre back position, and we have to buy a new central midfielder, or we buy a new centre back. So I've been looking at centre backs, but been looking at like the B teams, like Real Madrid B and Atletico B. I was looking at as well, but I think all these players are well outside our budget. Although we have got 3.5 million, but I just don't want to go crazy and be buying youngsters that might not turn out as good as we would have hoped. I think it's 3.46. Incidentally, in the 1999-2000 season, where the last season where Deportivo actually won La Liga, Jari Litmanen was signed from Ajax to Barcelona for I think it was maybe 3.2 or 3.4 million. So that's the kind of player you could have been buying for this kind of money back then. So it's fair to say times have changed considerably since then. But the team is ready. A couple of changes defensively. I've played a lower defensive line and brought back the press, and the pressing on was on extremely urgent, because the report said they like to play Route 1 football, so I'd wanted the defensive line a little bit lower so they didn't get split, which was happening to the centre backs with long balls. So I've done that. I've put them on regroup rather than counter press, so they don't get caught with their pants down. So we'll see if that makes any difference. It might be a mistake. Squad number, I don't think we've got Trilly. There was a bug actually where I can't give I won't be able to give him a squad number, and when I go to do it, it like bugs out and I can't swap him out the team. I actually brought him in from the reserves just before I started recording, because he's actually a really good prospect at right back. He's actually better than Guile, who I had in there. I didn't realise, but I think I'm going to have to send him back to the under-18s because of this weird little bug that I've come across. So let me just do that quickly now. Just swap him out. It's kind of annoying. Where's Guile? We'll get him in to do some Sonic Boom. Oh no, we don't want him on the bees. There we go. We'll get him in. We'll do some Sonic Booms. He'll be fine. They are higher in the league than us, but I still expect us to win. I'm on positive mentality. I should maybe switch it to cautious with how they play. We'll do that for now. We'll see how that works. Early bit of pressure here from Beauview. Whip one in. I'll just shoot into the side net, and that's a FM 2020 hangover if I've ever seen one. The wingers just love cutting in and then just blasting it into the side net when this player's open in the middle of the box. That's fun. His crossing as well left a little bit to be desired. He seemed to struggle to beat the first man, so I've put his additional focus on crossing, but it's quite old, so I don't know how much that's going to improve. Kiko cutting in there. Oh, good effort. Could have maybe done a little bit more with that. Looks like they're going to get a little highlight here, so Rey Mysterio there in the centre. A lot of single names on this team. Fuster, Puma, Rey. Any Brazilians? Oh! No, he was way too far out. That was ambitious, that header. There Everyone's on 6.9. Kiko's on 7.1. He's a really good player at this level. He's probably maybe our best player. Alex B is very good as well, isn't he? Decent number of shots, most of them from long range. Oh, I did put shoot on sight on as well. I can't quite remember why, but we'll change it back to work the ball into the box. See if that helps. I've got another highlight here. Nieto. Oh, he's gone on a real mazy run here. Oh dear. That was bad. That was bad. Abad shouldn't have let that in on the near post. And also, he was tracking that run there at the back. Yeah, whoever that is needs... That's probably Valen, actually. We're going to have a word with him after the match. Pull him to one side. Alright. Half time. Thrash Arms, far from pleased. Yeah, we are far from pleased. We're definitely the better team. And we're just not making the most of it. Donne's not playing. He's on a 6.5. Sauer's not playing. Ruse is not playing very well either. I wonder if it's because I've got them set as fullbacks. Let's change him to a wing back. And Valen to a wing back. See if that helps. Donne might have to come off. We'll give it to about 60 minutes, see what happens, and Donne will come off if necessary. But he's one of our better players, so bring him on like Sanchez maybe, or maybe put Kiko into the middle. It's an option, but I think really he'd be weaker in the team. Is Donne now? Nothing. Come on, Donne. Oh. That was a beautiful goal, but I mean, it wasn't that great play. It was just a hit and hope, really, wasn't it? So it's all right, but it doesn't really change anything at the moment. Donne instantly up to a 7 from an assist from a 6.5. I don't think that's fair. I think we're all right for the minute. Let's go positive. Let's demand more. And what we will do is we will put Kiko there and sub off Donne for Gonzalez. He was really good actually last game. So yeah, let's see if that helps. Borges is tired. Let's take Borges off for Sanchez, I think. We'll make him an advanced playmaker. Should be able to rely on Agbo to hold that central midfield. He's miles better than most players. Boview's tired as well. Right, we'll sub him off. Boview for Borja, Galan, inverted winger. Alright. We do need that extra attacking potency. I'm going to go attack him. 1-0 is not the worst result, is it? But it would be nice to get a win against a potential promotion rival. Got time for another no. Alright, 1-1. Not a really very good performance. Agbo on a 7.3. Didn't really see anything from him. The fullbacks really let us down that match, didn't they? I guess the wingers weren't really getting the support. That's annoying. We had way more shots. Well, we didn't have that many more shots on goal, did we? What was the possession? 59. I mean, we've been enjoying like a 70% possession rate, or even perhaps even more. So 59% possession for us isn't that good. So there must be a significantly better team than a lot of the other teams we've been playing so much. But I mean, I think I'm disappointed. I'm not happy with that performance, and we should have done better. Okay, so these bids are still getting rejected. I don't really want to be spent. Oh, this is another centre back I was looking at. I think he's 22. Bergantinos is 35. He's not significantly worse in defending or physical. He's better on speed. So I think he'd be quite a good signing. I suppose I should scout him really before I just go in head first and buy him. What was my last offer? 300, 400, 1.1 million. I'm not spending 1.1 million on a player at this point. You can have 500k for him, and let's negotiate from there. Don't want to do that. Right. Bergantinos, one of the greats. Is he? Is he one of the greats? I mean, he's a lifer, isn't he? Look at that. Since 2003, 2020-21, he's been at Coruna since he started. He's just only ever gone out on loan. That's pretty impressive, really. He did play as testimonial at the start of the save, so I don't know if this is going to be his last season. Must be, I suppose. It's a bit of a concern because at the moment, like I said, we haven't got cover for him. Well, we've got cover for him, but it means we're going to have to sign we're either going to buy some cover for him or buy another central midfielder. Neither of which I'm particularly excited about. Anyway, I think the next match we'll play, I think we've probably got a little run of games now. Might come back for Salamanca, because obviously that's going to be a big game, depending on how the other games work out. Because I mean, we're third at the moment, and there's no guarantee we're going to be third when Salamanca come around. So it might be a different team. Who knows? But that's the one we're looking at. We've got some TV games coming up as well, and it might be nice to come back in January to see if we do manage to bring anyone in. Maybe even Caruxo, or Pontevedra, depending if we have a busy January. We've got a lot of money in the bank. Like we said, 3.4 million with a healthy wage budget. We've got about 20k to play with there, so that could be, 2 or 3, maybe 3 really good players. Let's see what happens. I'll catch you in a bit.